Have you seen those companies out there offering a healthy vending machine business opportunity like HealthyYou Vending, Naturals2Go Vending, and Healthier4U Vending? I want to give you the best tip. About 3 years ago, I did a video that gets a ton of engagement about those companies, and I've talked to a lot of you who have considered these companies since then. But I want to give you the best tip that I can give you, regardless of the machines, regardless of the products, regardless of the servicing, regardless of any warranties, regardless of anything else. The number one thing you should be concentrating on, because ultimately none of those things matter unless you figure out this one thing: locations. If they can't secure you a high traffic location, your vending machine business is dead. The vending machine locations that you want to avoid when working with HealthyYou Vending, Healthier4U Vending, or Naturals2Go Vending are assisted living facilities. Small white or blue collar businesses with under 100 employees. Don't go into schools when you can only be placed in the teacher's lounge or admin buildings. You want to be where the students are. Don't go into any car dealerships, no apartment complexes, no nursing homes, no hair salons, no barber shops, no mechanic shops. These are not profitable vending machine locations. So what you need to stand strong on is how many consumers are going to be in front of my vending machines every day on average. Some of these companies have no standards. And even some of them will even say to you, we're gonna look to you. You tell me what kind of locations that you want me to get you. You don't wanna do that. You're not a vending machine expert. You should be coming to them, especially if you're gonna buy marked up vending machines that are regularly $5,000 or $6,000, and now you're paying $10,000 or $12,000 for these vending machines. These companies like HealthyYou Vending, Naturals2Go Vending, Healthier4U Vending are just machine reselling companies. They're not actually vending machine companies, because if they can't get you into high traffic locations, which is the number one aspect when it comes to a vending machine business, then where's their expertise lie? So I would be looking at that more than anything. And it's not about 100 vends per week, and it's not about 100 sales per week, because if that's 5 days a week, we're only talking about 20 sales a day. And if that's 7 days a week, now we're only talking about 14 sales a day. Those are not high traffic numbers. And it'll take you upwards of 4, 5, 6, 7 years to repay that investment. You want to get your vending machines into high traffic locations with over 300 in-person consumers, because most vending machines will only generate 10 to 15% of the sales based on the number of consumers. So if we're talking 300 daily consumers, we're only talking about 30 sales per day. That's where you want to be. All actuality, I like my clients to be in the 40 sales per day to 60 sales per day. That's when you're making the real money, upwards of $1,500 to $2,000 a month from each vending machine. The vending machine business is a great opportunity to build a six-figure income, but you got to get into high traffic locations. You've got to buy really high quality vending machines, and you've got to be able to remove the existing vending machines, your competition. All of those things can be done. So again, when considering HealthyYou Vending, Naturals2Go Vending, Healthier4U Vending, regardless of the machines, regardless of the products, regardless of anything else, you need to concentrate solely on the locations that these companies will get you, because this will make or break your business. It will take you from the point where you actually can pay back any SBA loans or anything else to repay your investment, or that you're not staring at a $100,000 investment and a 7-year return on your monies, which is what we don't want. You want to put yourself in a position where you can get your monies back in a year or 2 years. You can do that with high traffic vending machine locations where there's over 300 in-person consumers. That's the number one aspect you want to consider when looking at these companies like HealthyYou Vending, Naturals2Go Vending, Healthier4U Vending. So you need to push back on these companies and make sure that they're going to help you get into high traffic locations. And if they don't have some sort of system that they can get you into the details about, that's going to be a huge red flag. We've got a system over here at Vending Accelerator, and it works. You don't have to make any sales calls. You don't have to make any appointments. You don't have to make any cold calls or emails. There's a better way to do high traffic locations, and getting high traffic locations is the most important aspect of any vending machine business. We've figured it out here. We've cracked the code when it comes to getting into high traffic locations, specifically schools. And that's where you want to be. You go where the kids are in the vending world. That's where you'll make the most money.